Martin Scorsese is one of my favorite directors. I can watch Goodfellas, The Wolf of the Wall Street, The Departed, and many of his other films over and over again. Each time they feel like the first time, and 2 or 3 hours fly by completely unnoticed. He has had an incredible influence on the world cinema. I recently decided to explore his early work and started with the film that really put him on the map. Mean Streets is Scorsese's third film, made in 1973. With the budget of just $500,000, it grossed $3.1 million at the box office. The story is about two friends, Charlie and Johnny. Charlie is trying to break into the mafia elite, but he's hindered by his crazy and unstable friend Johnny, who constantly gets him into trouble. Honestly, the film felt fairly average to me. It's not very memorable, with no strong theme or striking visuals. All of Scorsese's techniques are just beginning to emerge here. Yes, they are long shots and energetic editing, but you can sense that the director's style is still developing. The film is well shot, but I don't feel like rewatching it. I wouldn't say that I found it particularly interesting. As for De Niro, I don't understand why critics rated his role as Johnny so highly. For me, it's not his most expressive role. Of course, I'm comparing this film to my impressions of Scorsese's later films, but for an early career film, it's not bad. In the end, I give the film a maybe okay. It's worth watching to understand where Scorsese started, but I wouldn't reserve a special evening just for it. But on the other hand, the next film impressed me much more. Taxi Driver was released in 1976, 3 years after The Mean Streets, and was nominated for 4 Oscars awards. With a budget of just $1.9 million, it grossed $28.26 million at the box office. The story is about Vietnam War veteran Travis Bickle, who suffers from insomnia and gets a job as a taxi driver on the night shift, driving around the most dangerous areas of New York City. Gradually, loneliness and the atmosphere of the city drives him crazy. He comes up with the idea of cleaning the city of filth, which leads to an assassination attempt on presidential candidate, and the final, where Travis shoots people in a public house. I like the film because it's important to know the historical context to fully understand it. This film is directly related to the reality of its time. The 1970s in America was difficult. Defeat in Vietnam, the Watergate scandal, the indictment of President Nixon, rising inner-city crime, and a loss of confidence in the government. It was a time of disappointment in the American dream, and in my opinion, that is why Taxi Driver was such a hit. Scorsese perfectly captured the spirit of the era. He showed the anger, hatred, fear, and anguish that had built up in society, and how all of this can destroy a person from the inside. The second important reason is how the violence is portrayed. It is not beautiful or heroic violence as in the superhero movies or action films. Here, it is dirty, dark, and frighteningly real. American audience at the time were not ready for this. It was a shock. Because of this, the film was heavily criticized. De Niro is on a whole other level in the lead role here. I honestly don't know how he managed to play such an unattractive and repulsive character. Sometimes while watching the film, I caught myself thinking, damn, Travis is a real psychopath. And that feeling exists entirely and only because of his great acting performance. The famous scene in front of the mirror, which was completely improvised by De Niro, has become one of the most iconic scenes in film history. It's an incredible level of acting skills. That's actually why I remembered it the most. And of course, it's worth mentioning Jodie Foster, who played Iris. At the time of filming, she was only 12 years old. It was a very difficult and risky role in terms of reputation for someone her age, but she handled it incredibly professionally and convincingly, for which she received an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress. It is not surprising that the film didn't win an Oscar. America is not shown in the best light in the film, but it deservedly won the Palme d'Or at Cannes and brought Scorsese worldwide fame. In the end, Taxi Driver is one of the most powerful and important films I have ever seen. It's hard to think of another film that has spoken so brutally and honestly about its time. I give the film a big like, and I definitely recommend watching it. And that's all. If you really enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And of course, love movies and watch movies. Bye.